What's going on? Today, we are here with the newest of the projects. It is a 1993 Wellcraft 25-footer that used to be like a cuddy cabin type walk around that was cut up, decently, and it was turned into a nice little center console. And so I haven't done any work to the boat besides today. It's around 6 p.m. now. I was here from like 9 until 2:30, and then now I'm back again. So I bought it with no engine. This is a 2000 Johnson Ocean Pro 250 that I bought for $200. She turns on, she pops, all that. Okay, decent compression all across the board. I ran new hydraulic lines for the steering. Got a nice new C-Star. Came with the helm. Nice C-Star helm. I ran the electronics for the engine. Put the new C-Star on there. Got to hook up the little side bits for it to hold the ram, to allow the ram to slide in place. And then I've been working down here. I know it looks a little rough. I gotta do some more, but we have all of the electronics run nicely through the holes from underneath the center console, which at the moment looks like this. Not bad, but could use some touch up. I have the gear selector here. I need to make this hole a little bigger so we could fit that in there. Cut that. And then what else? Yeah, the hydraulic lines are run all the way back. They are hooked up to the C-Star. And what I would like to do is, I'm pretty sure the batteries, boat came with 2 batteries down here. I know there's a whole lot of stuff down here. I have to get the fuel water separator up and ready so that we can take fuel from the tank, get it to there. The fuel line is already run. Get it to there, squeeze the ball, get the fuel from there to woo, all the way to the engine. And then like the raw water pickup, it makes everything look bad. Oh, look at the little frog there. I didn't see that little guy. But I got the battery switch mostly wired up. I only have one of the batteries hooked up right now, the left one. The right one I need to wire it in parallel and then run a new power wire from the battery to the battery switch. And at the moment, that is kind of where everything sits with this boat. So the goal for the rest of the day is I'd like to get the fuel water separator mounted, and then see, the guy that I bought it from had a 300, he had a newer 300 Suzuki, and so the fuel in these tanks, he took it off this and put it onto a different boat. So he most likely has 4-stroke in here. I want to see how much fuel is actually left in the tanks. I hope it's not a lot, because it just make my life a pain in the ass, because I don't know. I do have 2-stroke oil here. I just want to see how much of it I'm actually going to need to use. And then, get some fuel hooked up to this thing. And since the batteries are all dead, I was just going to use my jump box. Just hook it up to the side there. Get her to pop, make sure she turns on. And the other thing is, when I bought this engine, it came with a wiring harness and this ignition. Only thing is, I think this ignition is for a newer engine, like a Ficht or an E-Tech, because the choke solenoid, the only way I can get the engine to start is by spraying I had to, spray some fuel down the butterflies. So, and then I only recently realized that I can turn that little red nozzle, this one, up to the on position. And I can turn it like this. And now she's manually choked. So, we will I want to cut I want to cut this out. I want to cut that a little bigger. I want to mount that. And then I want to come back here. I want to mount the fuel separator on one of the walls. Excuse me. And then I want to run the fuel line a little better. And then I also want to adjust the cables here a little more. So yeah, that's where it sits. And let's get to work. Huzzah! See you, Rick!